And you know, a lot of people want to know, what should you do if you find yourself in a similar situation with an active shooter? Joining me this morning from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is Sergeant Johnny Money. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you are in a work environment and God forbid somebody comes in with a gun, what should you do?
Well, every situation is going to be different. The person who is in the situation is going to have to make the decision. But the first thing you should do is try to get away. If it's safe, you have to make the call. You have to evaluate your surroundings and what's going on, but you need to try to get away.
That's your first thing. What if you can't get away? Should you, try to take the gunman down, or is that not a good idea?
Well, there's a lot of things involved, and I do want to go back to the getting away part. Leave your stuff. Don't try to take it with you. It's not important anymore. If you can get your cell phone, take it with you, because it can be important in reporting to law enforcement and keeping us advised of what's going on. If you can't get away, the next step's going to be try to hide. Try to get behind a door that you can lock. If you can lock it, lock it. If there's double doors that you can't lock, and you can take your belt or a computer cord, tie that together. Wrap it around it so they can't get in it. It's shown that these people are not there to try to break through things. They want to do as much harm as they can as quickly as possible. So they're going to basically turn away. There have been, turn the lights off in the room. Lay on the floor, yeah.
So what advice should I give my kids? That's what I wonder too.
Well, I will say Jefferson County schools are very prepared. They train for this quite often. So what I would do with my children is tell them, listen to the administrators, because they know they're trained for this. They're going to be able to tell them what to do, but make sure that they take it very seriously and follow their instructions.
A lot of people in response to this have said, I'm bringing my gun with me now, because some people argue if they had a weapon, they could have taken down the shooter themselves. Your thought on that?
Well, the third step is to fight. And when it's time to fight, you're going to have to commit to it. If you have a weapon, of course, that's going to be your first choice. I think that you should be trained if you have a weapon, and you should be carrying it legally. But training is very important. You can't just go buy a gun tomorrow and expect to be able to use it without some kind of training.
Very quickly, we're pretty much out of time. Training is important not only for us, but for law enforcement.
Absolutely.
What kind of training do you guys provide?
Well, you can come to our range. I believe we have some, citizens classes, but for law enforcement, you can go to the Department of Homeland Security, and they'll offer this class.
And there is a definition for an active shooter.
Yes. Active shooter is a person who is actively involved in trying to kill or killing people in a confined location. And they do it with a gun, and there's no method to what they're doing, no method to choosing their victims.
All right. Johnny Money from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Could talk to you all day about this. A lot of great information. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Stephen?